The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the August 29th. Is it 20? That's August 28th edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there's having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to give us a call at 877-927-6648. If you've got a question but you can't call in, I've got your back. Send me an email. Send it off to steve@tfnn.com. Please send it off early. And, of course, if you're inside the Tiger's Den, well, then any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on wonderful Wednesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. We start our day with a mixed bag. Get the Dow trading up 52 points. S&P's off 20. NASDAQ 100 down 204. Russell's off 2. Semis down 101. Trend is up 86. New York Stock Exchange up 15. Gold is off $11. Silver's down 58 pennies. That's nearly 2% to the downside. Light sweet crude is off it's basically flat right now, down 7 pennies, trading out at 75.44. Natural gas up 2 cents and 30-year Treasury for now 124.12. That's basically a flat market there. Clubhouse leaders to the upside. You've got AeroVironment up $24, 14%. United Therapeutics $13, 4%. Vertex Pharmaceuticals $9.5, 2%. Insulet Corp 8.5, 4%. Ambarella up 13%. That's a $7 move. Or shakers to the downside, Super Microcomputer 125% move. Yikes. $138 to the downside. Neurocrine Biosciences off $29, 20%. Abercrombie and Fitch down $29, 17%. Bank of Montreal $18, 5%. Powell Industries $16, 9%. We got some shakers out there, but we've got some movers as well. Of course, I'd love to look at what you'd love to look at, so just give us a call at 877-927-6648. So, where do we want to begin our day? Let's begin at where we have most recently. Let's take a look at the New York Stock Exchange, the Advanced Client Oscillator. It is still working off its overbought condition. It gets that overbought condition when it gets up to the plus 150 level out there. Here we're making higher highs in New York Stock Exchange, and this is making slightly lower lows in this indicator. At some point in time, that's going to come home to roost. If we take a look at what's going on in the Spot Fix Index out here, it's trading below the 50-day. The 50-day is at 1672. You want to watch that at day's end. We're at about $16 right now, 15.98 to be exact. If price were to close above that, that would then potentially shift the markets to control or give at least the sellers an edge out there. You really need to see two close above or below. So that's what you'll be looking for. I will not be here tomorrow. You can use, or Friday, you can use that 1672 level as kind of your gauge out there. Let's go ahead and flip over to our white background screens. If you give me a moment, we'll get over there. And I think what we're going to do today is we're just going to start by taking a look. Well, we'll start here. We'll take a look at, go through the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Russell, the semis, and the and anything else that I just forgot. So let's get over there. And we're going to start with the semis. Just take a look at what's going on a daily and a weekly time frame out here. We've got our white background chart. So what you'll see out here is we've got a TD9 count top that formed inside of the semiconductor index. Let me get my cursor out here. It was a day after bar number 9 out there. So that high is the key level of resistance, 52.7327. Price right now is testing that red oscillator and change line. So this is a key area of potential support for the semis. The price were to close below this at day's end, this being 50.3793. Not to get too granular out there, let's just say it closed below 50.37, is then going to signal that the semis are going to go target their breakout level. That's at 44.7235. We take a look at the SMHs, really we get that same signal. Again, these both have two different sets of holdings and different weightings inside there. The SMHs right now, they are testing the oscillator and change line, which is at 240.07. 240.07. If price closes below that, there's no profile levels of support to contain it. Price should go target 212.70 out there. If we look at the weekly time frame charts, both have tops, both have rallied, but those rallies never even made it up to that green oscillator and change line. So the semiconductor index, both for the daily and the weekly time frame, are bearish. Let's go ahead and close out that chart, just because everything takes up some resources out here. Let's. This wasn't my intention to go in this direction, but let's do it anyways, because then I can close this down. Again, Goldilocks has a TD9 count top. We've been consolidating with inside the daily profile. Price is testing a key level of support right now. That is the green oscillator and change line. If we close below that, odds favor move towards the buy zone between 24.79 and 25.09. On Friday, this is going to go ahead and confirm a TD9 count top out there for Goldilocks. Now, what you're watching here in gold is that oscillator and change line, 24.70. It's important to watch that on a weekly basis. So if we do close below that on Friday, that's going to suggest lower price. That would suggest 24.81 would be its stop. That's coming from the weekly chart. Silver, we have flipped over to the December contract. The December contract has a TD9 count top. It would be negated with a close above 30.46. Price is trading with inside its bullish structured profile, with price testing that first level of support, 29.61. You've got 29.46 as another level of support, and then the final level would be 29.05. If silver closes below that, we're headed to 27.60. Silver on a weekly basis has a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. Its rally is running a resistance at that green oscillator and change line. It remains bearish. Its downside target would be the 24.68 to 26.06 level. The GDX has a TD9 count top. Price is likely to go at least test support, which is at 37.92. The weekly time frame chart this week would generate a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top if we get a bearish reversal candle. So you're going to want to watch that. Where's support on the weekly time frame? 34.74. I'd say buckle up, folks, because you've got tops in gold for the daily, for the weekly, silver for the daily, for the weekly, and the GDX for the daily and the weekly out there. It's going to be an interesting metals market over the coming days and weeks out here. Now let's go on and take a look at our next set of instruments. We're going to start here with the I'm going to pop up with the Dow Equity Future Contract. Now, it's a pretty easy call. We take a look at the Dow on a daily and the Dow Diamonds on a daily basis, in that each of them have tested and rejected a prior swing point. Now, in the case of the Dow Diamonds, that swing point, which is from the trading session of July 18th, had volume of 4.9 million shares. When it was tested a few days ago, it was with 3.1 million shares. Price still is within inside that swing point. That's really the issue. You've got to totally reject it, you've got to get outside of it. That would mean a close below 406.05. There's no other topping signal out here on the Dow Diamonds or the Dow Cash Indice. With regard to the equity future contract, it's tested a prior swing point, and that's the one from July 31st. And so far, that is held. No other topping signal out there. And when it comes to the Dow equal weighted ETF, I don't have anything. It's kind of a bullish signal right now with a new profile forming below price. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So we've got the charts up here for the NASDAQ 100 instruments. The NQ is on your left-hand side. And you can see that that is approaching support, which is the bottom of its profile. So the bottom of its profile price point is 19,326 and change out there. I had mentioned at the open of the show that the TD9 counts on the 30-minute charts for the ES and the NQ have got TD9 count bottom. So that TD9 count bottom should take hold and maybe taking hold right about now. In the case of the NDX cash indice out here, we can see the price, it's got a TD9 count. All these have TD9 count patterns out here. We can see that price is trading below its green oscillator and change line. Now, if price closes below 19,377, that's going to suggest lower price with 18,313 being its target. I would say that will not become the target unless you see a close below the bottom of that NQ daily profile. In the case of the Qs, its level of support is down at 467.62. If you see a close below that, 445.61 becomes its price target. And on the equal weighted set of charts, TD9 count top, it should go target next 122.28 out there. So let's go from this set of charts here, and let's go take a look at the, of course, I don't know if I've got the NQ up. Let me see. Give me just one moment to get over here, right to the spot. What do I have up? I've got the ES. So let's do this. Let me do this. Let me go through the ES mini, and then we'll flip over to that chart, and then we go back to the NQ. So with regard to the S&P 500, we've got a TD9 count top. The cash indice targeting 55.72. We take a look at the ES mini. Now that's weird. So I've got different sets of profiles. My white background charts do not have the same set of profiles that we've got as we've been looking at on the black set. So we're going to use that black set right now. And on that black set, you're not looking at it. I'm just sharing you with the information. Price is traded inside a bearish structured profile. If on the ES Mini, there is a close below 5605. 5605. There's a close below 5605. That's going to suggest a move down to 5518. That's the bottom of its profile. But before it gets to 5518, it's going to have to test that green oscillator and change line. So that's the price target at 5585. The SPY TD9 count top trading above profiles. So its level of support is 55.5 556.12 out there. And on the RSP, we do not have any kind of a topping signal. And you do have a new profile that formed below price yesterday. That's a bullish message out there. That does not mean that price can't get back to test the 172.15 to 173.23 level. That's the so-called sell zone. But because price is above this now for 2 consecutive days, that's where a counter trend move would end for the RSP. So now let's go from this set of charts here for the ES Mini, which is really not back at support, not like the NQs. I was hoping that it was. It's really sort of at a level of potential support, which is the center of that profile. And the center is at 5505 either 50 or 75 out there. Now let's not go take a look at the Russell 2000. We'll come back to that. Instead, let's look at the ES Mini. So here's your TD9 count bottom pattern for the 30-minute time frame. And it's bar following bar number 9. That says that this pattern completes in another 9 minutes out there. We should see a rally. We should see a rally up towards the oscillator and change line. I would say in the 56.35 to 56.37 level. 15 minutes. Also going to confirm a TD9 count bottom pattern here at 11:30. You've got the 2-hour time frame chart that's made its way back to profile to breakout support at 56.02. Now that's a real key number out there. Let's take a look at the ES Mini out here for its breakout levels. These are going to be the red horizontal lines. We can see that we haven't seen a close below a breakout level. It's on the 2-hour time frame chart since the bottom formed, since that bottom back here on August the 5th. Now, we did have one trading session where price got back and tested the most recent TD9 count breakout level at 56.0275. That was the time frame of August the 23rd. Price actually got down to 56.03 versus 56.0275. We are testing that level again right now. If we see price close below 56.0275, at least for the 2-hour time frame chart, we're going to get a change in trend signal out there. So that is a key level to be watching most certainly. As we look at the other time frame charts, really not much else for me to share with you here. So let's try to get those NQ charts fired up. See what they're signaling to us. And the NQ, because price is back at support on the daily time frame, the bottom of its profile, because the 30-minute is got a TD9 count bottom, you want to keep your eyes on the 5, the 10, the 15-minute chart for some type of confirming signal. Now, luckily on the 15-minute chart, the NQ, you're also going to go ahead and confirm a TD9 count bottom. So what we're going to want to see, I would say at least on a 5-minute time frame chart, we'll pull that over just for the heck of it, just for blanks and giggles out there. We can see here, 5-minute chart has got Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal triggered. So if this were to generate a bullish reversal candle, that would be nice because that would form a bottom. And you're just looking for a series of higher lows out there, I would say. In this case here for the 5-minute chart, it suggests a rally up to the 56.18-ish area. Let's get that off the screen here. What else do we see? We take a look at the ES Mini. I don't see anything that's helpful, at least from a bottom standpoint, on the 2-hour or the 4-hour or the 5-hour or the 16-minute. So it's really all about those really shorter term time frames, the 30-minute and the 10 and the 15-minute chart out there. Again, watch those if you're intraday trading. I'd say I'd go down to a 5-minute chart looking for some type of confirmation out there. So that's what's going on in that environment. Now let's go back and finish off what we had started, which was to take a look at the Russell 2000s equity future contract and the IWM. Each have formed TD9 count patterns. They will each complete today. Price should go target their oscillator and change lines. In the cash indice, you're looking at, in the equity future contract. In the cash indice, I don't know why I've got profiles out there. Let me turn those off. You've got 2178 is its price target. I just want to turn this off here for a moment if you don't mind. And if you do mind, I'm sorry about that. Not much I can do. Remove it. I just want to do it right now. So in the case of the equity future contract, now it actually is all day has been shifting profile. So it hasn't been picked up yet on this chart. Maybe it will. Let me just see if that indicator is actually turned on at the moment. I know that it's on. The question is, where's my setting? Do I have it? Yeah, I've got it on bar close. So we should be able to pick up the new profile that is attempting to form. Perfect. And now these are in 238. These are in alignment on both screens out here. So in the case of the equity future contract, we are now consolidating with inside its daily profile. The first downside area of support could be 2184-ish. Below that, it would be the buy zone of its profile. Now, this profile won't confirm until this evening. It has been shifting all morning, but this is a profile I understand out here. And so 2155 to 2165 is the buy zone. The IWM TD9 count top. Price should target 216.26. So there's our S&P our NASDAQ 100, our Russell 2000, and the Dow, and what's going on for the daily time frames out there. So it only covers the daily time frame, and it's important to take a look at the weekly charts out there. So I'm not going to be with you on Friday when the week comes to an end, but that doesn't mean we can't pull up weekly indice charts out there. So that's what we're going to put up on our screen right now. Let's see if we can just take a quick peek here before we go to a break. This could take a little bit longer to populate. In fact, it will. I hit the wrong tab. This is pulling up the daily time frame, which is not what Stevie wanted to do out here. So we get back from this break, which we're going to in about 4 or 5 seconds out there. I'll have the weekly charts up on our screen. And then after that, we'll start taking a look at the requests that have come in. PIN, Duo, XPEV, IVRX, and of course, NVIDIA. Are there any tells as to what its intentions are today? We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. 1 or 2 adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry August 9th and 23rd for more live trading action. For this month only, use code LarryAug24 at checkout to save $50 off your first month as a subscriber to Live Trading Fridays for his live trading sessions, where you'll sit right beside him as he trades the market live. For this month only, enter code LarryAug24 and save $50 off your first month. For all the information and to reserve your spot today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at the cash indices, their weekly charts out there. We start with the left-hand side. It's got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. Only a close above the high from July 19th. That high out there is 41,376 even Steven. Only a close above that negates that signal. Otherwise, it retains its topping pattern. The same thing for the S&P 500. The level that we're watching there would be 56.6967. The NDX 100 at TD9 count top in place. We can see that price only rallied up to that green oscillator and change line and is turned down. The Russell 2000 has a wave 7 top out there. That formed the week of August 2nd. The semis, Rhodes Momentum Indicator top out there. Price has not even rallied up to its oscillator and change line. The Dow Transports are really consolidating between TD9 count breakdown resistance at the 16,258 level, all the way down to support down at 13,647. So we're going to say that getting back to that TD9 count breakdown resistance is also a top. NASDAQ Composite, same like the NDX 100. And the New York Stock Exchange, that little booger, it doesn't have any kind of a top out there. And quite frankly, it's pretty tough to figure out what its true intention is and where it wants to go. At least it has Stevie puzzled out there. So that's what's going on. We take a look at the weekly time frame. So the weekly with the daily, you know what their message is. Top, top, top. Now, maybe that top doesn't really take hold until we come back from the Labor Day holiday on that Tuesday. Maybe it doesn't take hold at all, but we've got topping signals all over the place. Here, if you take a look at the equity future contracts, ES Mini's got a TD9 count top. NQ's got a TD9 count top. The Dow, we've already really covered that, and the Russell's got a TD9 count top. I'm going to go ahead and close out those charts as well. Again, just freeing up resources. And then we're going to go start taking a look at the requests that have come in. The first one that we're looking at is PDD. That's going to be Pin Duo Duo. This is going to be for Marvin, and we'll be there momentarily. And so Marvin, you're looking for an entry point. So we've got gigantic gap down. I'm going to start on the right-hand side with the monthly chart. The monthly chart says that the entry point could be at about 72.26. That is the bottom of its profile. Let's open up this weekly chart, see what else we've got out here. So you have a confirmed A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. As far as price targets on that, let me just do something on my other chart out here. So the weekly time frame, a close below 96.45 tomorrow, will just simply confirm that this wants to head even lower. That really brings out that level that we looked at on the monthly chart out there. So here, let me just make sure. Yeah. So you're approaching the 1.618 level, which is 83.26. But you're basically watching for in a weekly time frame is some type of bullish reversal candle to confirm a buy the D point pattern. So on the daily time frame, it's really the same kind of a setup out there. It's going to have, well, let me make sure. Yeah, we can generate that exact same A to B equals CD pattern to the downside out there. I'm not going to go with this being a wave number 7s out there, even though it shows up on my system out there as a bottom signal. So I do not see a bottom signal in Pin Duo Duo. It's suggesting that it wants to make, until we get new profiles or something else, that it wants to get down, Marvin, to the 72, 76 type area. So I hope that helps you out. And thanks so much for writing in this morning. GTE wrote in and wants to take a look at XPEV. And as we take a look at this stock out here, what do we see? We saw that price closed above profile yesterday. We're back below it today. Yesterday's message was a false breakout signal. GTE, where's price likely headed to? I'd say support, which could be either 708 or between 670 and 690. On a weekly time frame, you just got a consolidation with inside its profile out there, and on the monthly, you're trading below profile levels. So a close below that monthly profile, this would be on Friday out there, and that level is 777. So that's your one-arm bandit. You close below your one-arm bandit, and that's suggesting lower price for XPEV. Hope that helps you out, GT. Thanks so much for writing in. Bob in Spokane, he would like to take a look at ticker symbol IBRX. And we take a look at this. This has a nice Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom for its daily time frame. Price was able to rally, got back inside its profile levels, and we're back below it. So it was only above for 1 day. So that level of 429 is a real key level for you to watch and observe, Bob. I would say at this moment, because we're below that support level, because we're trading below yesterday's low, odds favor move to its oscillator and change line. That's around 387. The weekly time frame trend, if you close below that, we get back to retest the recent lows out there. And you could easily get down and tag 337. 337 is the weekly TD9 count breakout level. It looks to me like that is where the next where a target could be, because on the monthly chart out there, we'll see that price has actually held support, and that was the bottom of its monthly profile. So the real key area out here is going to be, you got 337 to pay attention to, you got 346 on the monthly time frame chart. So those are two levels to be watching. You are at potential support at that 346 level. So this could be just a pullback to test another area of support, which on the daily time frame at 387. So when I said you're back at support, I was referring to that monthly time frame chart. So that's what I see when we take a look at IBR. So let's look at its dance steps out here, just out of curiosity. Its dance steps have shown us what? If we've had a 3-bar rally, a 4-bar rally, a 3, a 2, a 2, now we're down to 2, and 3-bar rallies out there. So this really does look like IBRX that it wants lower price. So watch that 346 level. Whether it's this week or next week, watch that 346 level. So, Bob, I hope that provided you with the information you were looking for. We did have a request that came in, I think, at the beginning of the week or last week, which was a take a look at NVIDIA, and I'm sure others want to look at it too. Is there any kind of a tell going into the close today, because they are going to release numbers? And there really isn't on the daily time frame. You've got a consolidation with inside of profiles. So the tell here is maybe it's going to be a muted result. Maybe everybody's anticipating some ginormous move to the upside, the downside. And I'm not saying it can't happen, but the daily time frame says consolidation. The weekly time frame says consolidation. That's between 104.33 and 131.60. You've got a nice TD9 count top on the weekly time frame. You've got a TD9 count top on the daily time frame. You've got a TD9 count top on the monthly time frame out there. So where's the real key area of support on some type of move lower? I would say it would be at the real key level would be 81 and a quarter out there. I would say 104.33 would be an area that could hold on some type of significant move lower. But if you get below 104.33, then you're down to the 103.43 level, followed by 94.84. So there is no tell in NVIDIA. Other than we've got a daily and a weekly and a monthly top, that's sort of a tell, but also you and I have a competitive advantage, and that is we know exactly where the buyers and sellers are at. What we don't know is just what their strength is out there. But NVIDIA, no tell. Maybe we just simply get some type of muted response at day's end. We come back from this break. Let's go take a look at Walgreens Boots, PAGS for Brent, SMCI from McGuppy, DUK, Duke Energy from McGuppy as well. Steve Rhodes with TFNN.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. We're going to go take a Walgreen Boots. This is for ELO inside the Tiger's Den. This thing formed a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, a TD9 count top back in August of 2015. And ever since that high, this thing has been steadily trading lower. And this is a monthly chart we're taking a look at. And this is below all levels of support. I don't have any kind of a signal out here that this is a bottom. I believe Walgreens Boots wants even lower price. Wants even lower price to where, Stevie? I'm not sure, but let's see if we can try to figure that out. Let's look at a weekly time frame chart. Man, this also wants lower price out here. What? Boy. Let me go back to the monthly. Let me see the data that we've got out here. Let me see what else I can turn on to try to find something. So let's see if there's even more data in here, because we're at all-time lows, at least at this set out here. But let's see if this has got more data that I can pick up on. And if not, then this thing is going into uncharted territory. So let's pull this back just a tad. And, you know, so I've got to go all the way back. That's crazy. I've got to go all the way back to 1997 for Walgreens Boots out there, which was once a part of the Dow. Wild. This thing is just headed lower. I mean, there's no level of support that I've got. Daily, weekly, monthly, daily, you're in bar number 6 out there. Bullish reversal candle would at least give you some type of counter trend move out there. Maybe you're bottom fishing, but I don't think the fish are biting just yet. So what an ugly looking chart. Ugly looking chart out there for Walgreens. Let's go on to our next request out here, and let's the boots are made for running, for sure. So let's go. What a great tune that one is, huh? Johnny Cash. All right, so let's take a look at PAGS. PAGS is the PAG Seguro digital out there. So as we take a look at this is from Brent, and he's looking for a buy area. Brent, so we can take and the daily time frame chart. We're below profiles. We're below red oscillator and change line. But we're below prior swing points out there. Not that there's an A to B equals CD pattern that we can draw in. You're in bar number 6. So that says you could get some type of bottom pattern maybe by the end of next week. A TD9 count bottom pattern, that is. We'll have to come back to that. We're trading below the weekly. Weekly's got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. We close below 1127. Is a close below its bullish structured profile. A close below the candle from the week of June 21st, and that would be 1101. That would be taking out a swing point, key level of support potentially out there. And on a weekly chart, 781 becomes the next price target. I'm not saying that price is going to get down there. I would say that if we see price close below 1023 on a monthly basis. So when it comes to Friday of this week, what you want to watch is that area. Why? What is that area, Stevie? That happens to be this was a bearish structured monthly profile Price closed above it in December 23, January 2024, and now we're back inside that profile level. If it's only a counter trend move on a monthly time frame, Brent price would find support at 1023. So I would be watching 1023 and then what's taking place on the daily and or weekly time frame, but I'd say certainly the daily time frame, as you look for some other type of bottom signal. So that's what I see when I take a look at PagSeguro Digital out there. What a beautiful thing. Well, not really. But let's go take a look at our next request, which is SMCI. I believe this thing is headed downward as well. So we take a look at, and the question is, what are downside targets? So the downside target right now, the initial one, the easy one that stands out to us, McGuppy, is going to be the bottom of that monthly profile. Now, the bottom of that profile looks like that's also the center of the profile. Let me confirm that. Yes, that's a double E confirmation out there. So 326.83 is a level to watch. If price closes below that, because you had both the center and the bottom of that profile there, man, that's going to suggest a move all the way down to 37.01 over time. A TD9 count top on a weekly basis. Prices below support. That's a profile that formed this week. That's at 527.03. Its next downside target is 305.75. Below that would be 251.29. So you've got targets out there coming from the monthly and the weekly chart. What do we see on the daily time frame chart out here? The daily time frame chart today has triggered a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. Now, that's not the sign of a bottom, but if the cavalry were to arrive and the cavalry would generate a bullish reversal candle, then you'd have something. Now, that something might just be a little counter trend move up to its oscillator and change line. That we don't know. That would be the first level resistance. But here, McGuppy, when you're looking for downside targets, I have to go with the weekly and the monthly data that I gave to you. So I hope that helps you out. And be careful. Looks like SMCI wants to continue to move lower. I know you had another request, which was to take a look at Duke Energy, I believe. DUK is the ticker symbol out here. And Duke Energy on a daily time frame has got a TD9 count top that has led to a sideways move above resistance, which is the top of its profile, 110.84, but below its oscillator and change line. That's at 114.08. I'm going on a daily basis, Duke Energy, and mostly neutral out there. On a weekly time frame, things are still bullish. You are trading with inside its weekly profile. It has a buy zone, which is between 109.69 and 111.43. You are looking for an entry point out here. It's a bit risky, but it could be at that 111.43. One of the reasons why it's risky, McGuppy, is you got a daily TD9 count top, and you're going to go ahead and confirm a monthly TD9 count top. Now, confirm. It doesn't complete until the bar after bar number 9 out there. So you could still get higher highs, but you've got a TD9 count top on a monthly basis and a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top from April of 2022. Volume there, 54 million shares. We're moving into that swing point with 64 million shares. Interesting. So here's what I would, and we're still inside that swing point. So this helps us out. This says that what price should do is go at least test that high at 116.33. So it has not gotten up there. 116.67 is the top of the weekly profile. I believe that's what it wants to do. Can it do that? I don't know, because you've got that daily oscillator and change line that is in the way out there at 114.08. But you're looking for entry points. I think right now, because you're coming in that resistance level, I think I wouldn't suggest buying into resistance right now out here. So I'd be looking for something that pulls back further, and we don't really have that signal on Duke Energy. So I know that one didn't really help you out. That was a lot of word salad stuff out there. My apology for it, but sometimes that's all Stevie's got for you. Let's go on and take a look at Dell. This is for Roger, and Roger also wanted NVIDIA, so we already took care of that. So that was a beautiful thing. And we take a look at Dell, Roger. Price right now in the daily time frame, just consolidating with inside its daily bullish structure profile, of which this morning price tested the area, the buy zone, which is between 107.04 and 108.79. Now, if price were to close below 107.04, Roger, price would then test its next level of support, which is the oscillator and change line, which is 104.32. This formed a wave 7 bottom out there. I would expect or anticipate that the 104.33 to 107.04 level holds, and that would be your next buy point. And maybe that sets up a to B equals CD pattern to the upside. No guarantee, but that's what the chart patterns are suggesting to you and I at this moment in time. On a weekly time frame, I don't have any kind of a bottom pattern out here. But what we have seen over the last 2 weeks out here, is a series of higher lows and higher highs. On a monthly time frame, you've got that wave 7 top out there with price finding support and its oscillator change line and the bottom of his profile. 101.17 is going to be a key level to watch out there. You close below that, we're headed lower. Otherwise, I think we're still headed lower. The question is, I'd look at an intraday chart if you're trying to add to your position, Roger, and Dell as price gets down that 107.04 level. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. So let's take a look at the 30-minute charts here for the, we got it for all four of the equity future contracts. You can see on the top row, the ES Mini did complete that TD9 count bottom. We have since bounced. You could see a rally that would get us all the way back towards that 56.31, 32 level out there. In the case of the NQ, that bounce is a little bit more sustained than the one inside the ES. It's likely to target the 19,543 level out there. The Russell 2000 is attempting to form a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom signal out here, and the Dow, nothing. Well, the Dow is getting back to a prior TD9 count breakout level. That's down, or a pattern, I should say. That's 41,181 would be the level to watch if you get a test rejection of that level. Now, we haven't even gotten down there. So if the NQ and the ES are able to lift the markets higher, the Dow likely follows along with that. So watch that 19,544 in the NQ and 5632 or so inside the ES Mini. If we turn over to the rest of one of their sets of charts out here, let me see what I've got up on my screen. Where did it go? Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at the euro, the yen, and the pound. out here while we've got a minute left. If you take a look at the Euro's got a TD9 count top. That formed out here on August 23rd. Prices pulled back today to test that oscillator and change line. That level to be watching out here, whether it's today, tomorrow, is going to be the 1.11 level. If price closes below $1.11 out there, you're likely to see the euro move down to 1.09. That will put some significant strength inside the U.S. dollar index. The Japanese yen, I can't really make heads or tails about what its intentions are. We've had some small-bodied candles, so I don't think that factors in just yet. The Great British Pound negated a TD9 count top out there, and it did that yesterday. What are its intentions? It's suggesting it wants to move higher. It wants to strengthen. So if, in fact, that's what takes place out there, it's going to be now you got 11% weighting versus a 57% weighting. That means the pound versus the euro out there. Watch the euro because the dollar is likely to get stronger out there. If you take a look at the euro on a weekly basis, it completes a TD9 count top tomorrow. So that really suggests we should see the euro go ahead and weaken. And but watch that 111 area first. Folks, thanks for joining me on Wonderful Wednesday. I'll see you again on next Tuesday. Again, won't be able to do a show tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. Be safe out there. Have a happy holiday. And I look forward to seeing you Tuesday morning, 11 a.m. Take care, folks.